And it's the next episode. Yay! So yeah, I don't know what that was about. Let me go ahead and turn my view distance up a little bit higher. 1,500 meters, I should be able to see like everything. Um, I don't know what's going on. Where's this fire coming from? I guess it could be Pythos. I guess, maybe someone took a boat out there, but I don't even have any binoculars to look. I assume there's a base out there. It might explain why they were able to get over here and get the geocache so quick. But when I hear rocket fire, that's definitely a cue, especially if you're playing this alone, to bug out. Don't even go over there, because that means they found quite a few crates. They got a lot better weapons than you do, and chances are they've got a sniper team. And without night vision and that, those kind of goodies, you're going to find yourself in a real pinch. So let's talk about movement again. Moving through towns and cities. Oh, wow, I'm getting really bad frame rates in here. Some of these buildings must be destroyed. And I apologize for that ahead of time. It's, it's kind of out of my control. Frame rates. I've got the best setup I can afford right now. It's just, I don't know what's up with Bohemia, but when it comes to, frame rates and destroyed buildings, they don't get along very well. One thing that map creators really need to keep in mind when designing a map, and it doesn't matter what game you're doing, if you have a building and you set it into the ground, it's clipping. That's what they call clipping. And when you clip, you can cause memory leaks, because basically your computer's running algorithms and float point math to try to figure out where the terrain is, where you are and are not allowed to walk. If you have stuff clipping into the ground, it can't tell where it begins and ends. So basically, your computer's sitting there just freaking out, trying to figure out, okay, where's this start, where's it stop? And basically that, you tank your frame rates like that. So that's part of the building destruction problems inside of Arma 3 as well. It's your computer freaking out because it doesn't know where where a certain graphic begins and ends, because it rubbles into the dirt, etc. In all honesty, like, it is a nice feature. It is more realistic when you can blow the side out of a building, but if it's going to cause incredible frame rate problems, keep in mind I'm using an 8-core processor, and yes, I know processing power isn't the end all be all when it comes to video games, but I also have two 7000 series AMD graphics cards, or Radeon cards, in crossfire mode. So I really shouldn't be having these kind of problems. I could not, it would blow my mind. Could not imagine what it would be like if you were trying to play this on a laptop or a standard desktop computer and you ran into crumbled buildings. I don't know. I'd rage. Okay, so something is amiss with the surround sound, because that sounded like it was behind. Oh crap. Glow sticks means there's somebody in the town. Somebody's probably come and looked at this truck. They could be coming back. I just heard a couple of clicks. Someone's out of ammo. And we're going to get the hell out of Dodge. It's pulling to the left for some reason. Alright, so now that we got a working vehicle, off we go. Not a whole lot I can say about that. Even vehicles, I would still say, for the most part, stick to the movement patterns that I told you about. Halfway in between hills, that kind of thing. Unfortunately, I don't want to do that at the moment. I just kind of want to drive on the road. And basically every decision you make is a risk. By driving on the road, I could drive into an ambush, I could drive over a mine that I couldn't see because I'm not playing in a group with anybody. I don't have a mine detector. So there's a certain amount of risk to using vehicles and driving on roads in this game. You're a lot safer if you off-road it, but this terrain is definitely not conducive to off-roading. And you know what? If I had the stuff to do it, I would probably booby-trap the crap out of this road because I know for certain that I would catch somebody on it. So basically, I'm just going to try to get myself in a central location. I'm going to focus on trying to take objectives in the south part of the map. You know, even though I put all the money and stuff up in this area, I want to focus on the southern part of the map simply because you know, there's not a lot of places for people to set up bases. Like out here, Pythos. You know, huge combat zone. Not sure what happened there. I thought I came to a complete standstill, but maybe I didn't. Downed helicopter, where is that? Basically, people have a much easier time setting up bases in the north than they do in the south. So I'm going to drive by that down helicopter and see what's up there on my way to the south. But since it's a little bit more difficult to set up bases, that kind of thing, it's quite a bit safer for you to play solo in the south. And you don't really get a choice of where you spawn when you die, so... Now, it's a win-lose situation. If you got a bunch of gear and you die and you wanted to get off your body, you really could be shit out of luck. You know, in the south, getting spawns down there. I wouldn't necessarily say rare, but you're far more likely to spawn in the northern hemisphere of the map because there's a lot more cities up this way. And this is only for this particular game mode. I've played Wasteland modes where you can literally just... you know, spawn standing in the middle of a field, in the middle of two valleys. So, you know, that's a thing. So, like I said, I'm going to drive by this helicopter wreck, but I'm heading towards the south end of the island. And I guess I'm just going to talk to you guys on my way. If anything happens, you know, I'll switch back to talking about the game. But, so what have I been up to? Well, basically, I published Divine Souls. You know, it's an open beta now. We're going to full release on August 25th. If you guys want to check that out. And it would definitely be appreciated. You know, we're having a hard time with marketing and stuff like that and getting people to at least come look at the game. You know, we got raid content coming, PvP content coming. You know, I've been working with NATV. It was getting pretty serious for a bit. I might be moving to the Philippines to pursue a full-time role with the company here in the future. It just kind of depends on what's going on. But that's basically what's been up as far as my channel's been concerned. I just haven't been uploading videos because, I don't know, man. If you ever publish a game, you would know it takes a lot of time. If you ever worked for a startup company, you would realize it takes a lot of time. You know, you're pretty much married to the company for a little while, putting in long days trying to get it profitable. So that's what's been up with me. Yeah, I've still been playing games. I just haven't been recording them because, you know, I just don't have the time to mix down the video. And now I do, so here I am. Alright, we're going to come to a standstill here for a second. I do hear helicopters floating around, so I'm going to want to avoid that. I think I'm going to head down towards Camp Maxwell, though, and see if I can get this aircraft wrecked, because there'll be some good weapons in there. Ideal situation if you want a lone wolf, get in right after the server restarts, because basically no one has anything. Once people have helicopters and stuff, you know, if you open fire on a team and they have a helicopter, that mofo is going to come spot you. I can almost guarantee that. If it's a half decent team. If not, you know, the helicopter won't even come nearby because they're too afraid you're going to shoot it out of the air. But, you know, there's really not too much to worry about because there's a lot of people that play snipers. Alright, so I came to a standstill there. The aircraft wreck is on the other side of Camp Maxwell. So what I want to do at 225 meters, I want to go ahead and pull up to this ridge and hop out. I do want to keep my vehicle somewhat close by in case I need to make a run for it. I can do that. And before I even get out of the vehicle, I want to take a good listen. So I don't hear any gunfire, but I did hear the static of someone using communications within close proximity. So getting out of the vehicle could be a huge risk. In fact, here comes a truck. Or there's a truck close by. You know what? If I die, I die. It'll be a good way to end this particular episode. But like I said, want to keep yourself at the midway point. You know, between the two sides. It isn't rude, but want to cross this as fast as you can. And you don't want to silhouette yourself. If you have to, definitely get as much cover on all sides as you can. And someone has claimed the aircraft wreck. So chances are I can ambush them. Because they're probably down there taking a look at the loot. So as you can see, the lights of a vehicle pointing up this way would definitely illuminate me. I want to stay back behind these rocks. I don't see anything at the moment. That doesn't mean there's nobody there. You want to be pretty darn cautious, particularly since that vehicle's there. There could be people coming from the gun shop that's pretty close by. Let's take a quick look at that. Could be people coming up from there. You don't know. Like I said, I don't see anything. So, I mean, it's not a lot of cover. They won't protect you from bullets. But if you got to make the move, may as well use, you know, what little bit of cover you can find. That vehicle makes me super nervous, but then again, it could have been someone who showed up a little bit before me, got their butt shot off. Since the vehicle's been cleared, I don't have to worry about NPCs. Oh wow, it just became super nighttime. This became super hard to see. So if anyone's got night vision, I'd be screwed. At this point, there's no sense of me, you know, pussyfooting around. If they can see me, I'm dead. I can't even see them. So, it's whatever. So we got a couple of bodies highlighted here in the ground. Want to see if they have a backpack or anything like that. Doesn't appear that they do. They don't even have head coverings. RPG 42. It ain't gonna do me a lot of good without the rockets, but I guess it's better than nothing. So, heyo. And you know what? I can't see anything else. Let's see what kind of condition this truck's in. It's in good condition. I'm gonna take it. Oh no. They'll definitely hear that and come find me. Sprint. Sprint your butt off. Oh, this is a bad situation to be in. No light, no nothing. I'm just going to get my truck and I'm going to go sit somewhere until it's light enough for me to see what I'm doing. And since it's too dark for you guys to see, I'll catch up with you guys in a few minutes. On the road again, on the road again, on the road again. Let's turn the lights off and see where that is. It's super close. I don't care, I'm going for it. One click with the truck. It ain't gonna take me that long. Huge disadvantage by having the lights, but if I can get in, load it into the trunk of the truck, say that 5 times fast. If I can get in, load it up, I can probably get out of there before anybody shows up. Something to keep in mind is that the gun store is pretty darn close, so if there's nobody there, I gotta do it super fast. I mean, it's gotta be like lightning. And I can't really be hitting any rocks. One of the wheels has damage. There's no way I'm going to take it without repairing the truck. Alright, where is it? Where is it? Where is it? I see it. I see it. And we're going to stop. Get out. Where is it? Load in. Load in. Native supply box has been loaded into the vehicle, and we're outie. Woo-wee! Talk about getting the adrenaline pumping. Now I could still get attacked even though I've already got it, because basically it popped up on everybody's map. Everyone would be making their way to it, so I need to find somewhere safe for me to hunker down till it's bright enough for me to see, A, and B, I can actually hop out of the truck and take a look at what's inside. And I think I hear another vehicle. I really think I hear another vehicle behind me. Somewhere down there in the blackness. Oh, there's a rocket! And gunfire. Oh, I don't know if I'm gonna get away. I don't know if I'm gonna get away. Oh, there's another vehicle down there. Oh, there's a vehicle on the road. There's 2 vehicles in the road. Keep moving. I don't think I'm going to get away with the cash. I'd be really surprised if I did. I don't hear anything. But I definitely don't want to be down here where there's 2 other vehicles, so you know, let's just keep going. You know, if I'm extremely lucky and someone else was coming for the geocache, they thought one of the other trucks was me, whoever fired the rocket at me. I got really lucky I didn't get hit with the rocket. Maybe they didn't have night vision either. Basically, this is the life you're gonna lead if you lone wolf it in Wasteland. You're always gonna be on the run if you actually take something. And I hit a tree. Lights off. Let's hop out of the vehicle. I may die, I may not, but I'm gonna go ahead and cut it here because you guys can't see anything. I can't see anything. And I'm just gonna pray that I'm safe, and I'll catch up with you guys. Ooh boy, talk about a night of sheer terror. I'm just sitting here listening. There's gunfire and rockets and all kinds of stuff all over the place down here. And I'm pretty close to a road too. But I have no repair kits. I'm out of food and water. It's finally time to see what we got. So we're going to unload this and set it on the ground. And see, what the fruits of my terror actually got us here. So we got an RPG-42. Well, we had night vision goggles the whole time. Let me go ahead and turn those on. That way I can see if anybody's coming. So, anyhow, we had night vision goggles, first aid kits, flashlight for the weapon, not that useful. I don't know where the mine detector goes. Guess it just goes in your bag and works. GPS. Not bad. 5.56, so yeah, that isn't going to work for me. RPG-42 anti-air missile. Let's just hold up on that. Whoa, got a backpack. Frag grenades. 5.56 dual purpose. Alright, we got some Stanag mags, so we're gonna go ahead and kit out. Not really sure where I picked all that ammo up, but we're gonna go ahead and kit out in magazines that don't have tracer rounds, because during night fights, that's gonna get you killed. A couple of claymore charges, we'll take those out of there. We got a sight for the weapon. Screw it, we may as well put the flashlight on. It doesn't serve any particular purpose, but we got SDARs, laser pointers. Alright, so basically, even though it looks like a ton of good stuff, none of it's particularly great. The wetsuit's alright because you can hold a lot more stuff, but basically you're going to exhaust yourself a lot faster the more, crap you're carrying. So let's go ahead and load up the anti-air rockets. May as well have that on our side. It's not a whole lot of gear, but for someone who's lone wolfing it and playing alone Wasteland, it's a start, and it'll set me off a lot better than if I hadn't found it. So for some reason I was only able to pick up one first aid kit. Let's see if I can pick up another. I may have to move the crate in order to do that, so just pick it up and set it back down. So we got first aid kits. I can't pick up any more first aid kits. That's basically it, guys. That's all we really got out of this. I would pick up something with a grenade launcher on it, except there's no actual grenades in here. The wetsuit can be used to retrieve underwater wrecks when you actually get to that point. We're not there right now. Other than that, guys, unfortunately, this crate is basically dead to us. There's nothing in here that I can really use. I mean, I got a 7.62 millimeter silencer, which would be for the ABRs, which are semi-sniper rifles. They're kind of mid to long range rifles, and one for a submachine gun, which isn't going to do me any darn good because I plan to, pretty much steer clear of towns unless I think I can get in somewhere and sell the crap. There's no repair kits in the box. Usually there never are. So basically, that's it. This truck is toasted. I've got 60 food left. It is what it is. So we got some gear. Not what I was hoping for. I was hoping for some more powerful weaponry than what was in the box. I was at least hoping to switch over to an XM 6.5 millimeter weapon. They're actually a little bit easier to control than the 5.56 millimeter. I'm not sure why. I'm not a gun buff. Never shot a gun. So I don't know why they're easier to control. They just don't have as much recoil. I like using those. I like them when they have the underslung grenade. But what I was really looking for, night vision was nice. I'm glad that I got that. And I think my mouse just went out. Yeah, my mouse went out for a second for some reason. I'm taking a drink of water there. So I was looking for a new weapon with an underslung grenade, a few rounds for that. I was looking for an ARCO or an MRACO scope because they have quite a bit more magnification. Basically, I've got this going on, which it's better than a hollow sight because hollow sights are a little bit harder to read. As we get on in this series here, I'll be talking about the different scopes. There's no two ways around it. I'm going to die, probably a lot. You'll probably see me re-gear a number of times. But other things I hoped were in the box. I was hoping for some anti-tank rounds. Right now, anti-air rounds are not locking onto vehicles. So we're coming up to this little town. I'm hoping to find some food or water. You need to keep your eyes out because anyone else who has the same idea as you can sneak up on you pretty quick. It's almost daytime. The reason you can tell that is because the sky for the majority is bright. At some point the server will switch to full day and I'll be blind. So I'm just looking for food and water if I can find it. No food or water. Another fuel can. I've got 2 empty inventory slots. I might as well pick that up. Other things I'm looking for, I always am on the lookout for really good scopes. Now, while I won't play with anybody else while I'm doing the Lone Wolf series, I will trade with other people if they want to, or I can sell it to the store. So you can find like an SOS scope, that's for sniper rifles. Someone's usually willing to trade with you. And that's a huge risk, but sometimes you can get exactly what you're looking for. You can tell them what gun you want, and they'll give you the hookup. So it's almost daytime. That's definitely a good thing. I'm going to keep the night vision on just for a little bit longer because it's still hard to see in valleys. As per usual, I'm sticking between the midpoint of the hill. It's a lot less likely that I'm going to get picked up down here. And basically, at the moment, we need to find a vehicle. That way we can try to find another ammo crate. Or I need to find a repair kit so I can grab that truck and try to sell it now. What you'll notice is every gun store has had enemy players at it so far in each episode of the series. Basically, to me, that's telling me that people have set up bases inside the gun stores, and it would be folly of me to think that I could actually drive in there and sell the weapons crate that I found. Not that it matters because I still have a large stash of money on the other side of the island, but I still need to go into a gun store to be able to buy anything. So for right now, I am kind of stuck just ambushing vehicles and trying to, you know, just make my way.
Hey, Blue Force, stop breaking everything, crashing vehicles and crap. You guys suck at driving.
PGC Lord is actually someone I've played with before. So I can safely assume they've taken up the Greena store. There's a geocache, basically right where my truck was. I doubt I can get there in time. I can try. But basically, instead of me doing that, instead of me wasting my time trying to do that, most people will try to stick to the roads. Hold on. I thought I heard a vehicle. Most people will try to stay on the roads to keep the speed of their vehicles up. You know, just because of people like me. So basically what I want to do is I want to booby trap the road coming out of Greena. I want to try to blow it up, steal the guy's equipment. You know, if possible, just disable their vehicle. That way I can get the contents out of it. And let them worry about trying to get the geocaches. Because I've got enough gear as it is. At the moment, I'm not that bad off. I've got a rocket launcher. So I'm pretty much G2G, good to go. If I want to ambush some vehicles. And just get used to doing this when you're playing Lone Wolf. Ambushing vehicles is what's going to keep you going in the game. If you're trying to avoid populated towns and stuff, you're going to have to set up ambushes, take objectives in order to find food, water, better weapons, that lot. So, it might be hard for you guys to hear some of the stuff that's going on while I'm playing. But basically what I heard was the low rumblings of a diesel-powered engine. So I know there is, for certain, a vehicle nearby. And, yeah, so I think this would be a great spot to set up my ambush. I don't want to be caught in the middle of the road when there's a vehicle coming. So basically what I'm going to do, I'm going to put a claymore here. And put a claymore here. Now either someone will drive over them and it'll blow the tires out on the vehicle, or someone who's going to try to ambush me will walk over them and blow themselves up. The only thing I need to worry about is the crest of the hill behind me. I know I'm not sticking to my principles while I'm moving right now, but I'm more worried about getting into cover than anything else at the moment. So basically this is kind of an exposed area, but I can keep an eye on what I've got down here. If someone drives through and hits it, good. If not, hey, it's whatever. So the geocache is still way down there. So chances are they'll just cut across here and go for the geocache. If an independent picks it up, they know they won't be able to take it to that particular store. So I'm going to assume they're going to want to come through this area. I think it's finally light enough to turn off night vision. So my hope is I'll be able to ambush them there. You know, you never know how these things are going to work out. Keep an eye on the crest of the hill. And that's basically it, guys. We're going to be camping out. Start of next episode will be the ambush, so catch you then.